Uh, well, first of all, Matty, I mean, it could be a disappointing end of the season, but you want to finish on a bit of a high, don't you?
Yeah, I think ultimately we're professionals. Obviously, huge disappointment with regards to falling off. Our form has kind of let us down a bit. But I think as a set of professionals and as a group, we want to finish it strong. And that's something that we'll be looking to do. I thought we were good against Port Vale. Obviously, you can understand the frustrations. Why haven't you done it 3 weeks before? But I think as a group of professionals and as a group, we want to finish the season strong and show the fans for next year.
Yeah, and you've been around a while now. How much do you think is needed in the summer?
I think it'll be a tough league next year. I think if you're looking at it realistically, you've got Stockport, Wrexham's coming up, Doncaster, Gillingham's coming down. But I think we've always been good with recruitment. I think the manager will have his targets set. He'll have his plans in place. I think I've said before, he's very thorough in what he does, and he's very good at what he does. So I think we'll need a good summer. But like you said, there'll be 24 of the teams trying to have a very good summer because it'll be a competitive league again next year, and we want to be competing at the right end of it.
Yeah, and you mentioned how organised he is, and after taking over in October, he's now being linked with QPR.
Yeah, the lad's seen that. I think that's credit to everyone. I suppose everyone around the building, the way he's done around the football club since he's come in. Any manager that gets linked with another job in a high division, they're obviously doing something right. So he's got to carry on what he's doing, and I'm sure if he keeps going the way he's going, there'll be a lot of high clubs linking with him when a vacancy comes available.
Yeah, absolutely. And just on, is it difficult going into the last game without really anything on it? No, you were hoping for a playoff place or maybe seal promotion tomorrow, but that's not going to be. So how do you approach it mentally?
I think you have that sort of immediate frustration when we realised we weren't going to be in the playoffs. So we probably had time to kind of digest that. But we've had a meeting since then. And it's all about showing what we can do for next year. It's all about looking forward now to next year and sort of making sure we show the fans what they deserve, really, which is a performance. We always give everything every time anyone puts on a Newport shirt. I think you get found out if you don't. So we'll be just looking to do that, finish it as professional as we can, and ultimately trying to win the game against a decent Rochdale side.
All the best, Matty. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you then.
You said about the summit. He's actually got a lot of you more defensively minded boys under contract, aren't you? So he's building from that base, really, I guess. I was just saying.
Sorry.
Building. Sorry.
Yeah, you sort of.
Yeah, a lot of you defensive. Yeah.
The core that has sort of been here. I think you've got some bright young talents coming through in Harrison. Harrison Bright's a good young defender. And yeah, like you said, the likes of Mickey, Benno, Robbie, Joe, Nick, they're all under contract, and it's a foundation that we've probably kind of stuck around and stuck with for maybe the previous couple of years, and it's boded well. Like I said, you had your bits of talent in and around that, the likes of Finn, the likes of Coops, who've been exceptional this year. And like I said, it's League Two. It doesn't really change a whole host from year to year. So I'm sure the recruitment will be based around the league.
And you've touched upon it in a couple of weeks ago, that the progress the club's made, because you'll still be in that promotion mix, even though there are bigger clubs, you know what I mean? Big clubs who'll be fancying themselves.
You look at the league, you look at the likes of Bradford, who are probably a bit further down than ourselves. These are huge clubs. These are massive football clubs. So the progression that has been made as a football club, like I think I alluded it a couple of weeks ago, the day-to-day of when you come into this building, you can see the progression. I think the progression of the loans that we've had fantastic loans over the years here. We've been blessed with the likes of Whitey's and things like that. But I think the club, like I said, it's easy for me to sit here and say, look, the progression of the club, because I get to see it day in, day out.
Yeah.
But obviously, maybe someone who watches on a Saturday and it doesn't go as well, well, we're going backwards, or we miss out on the playoffs this year, then we're going in the wrong direction. So, like I said, it is easier for me to sit here and say, like, look, I see it every day. But we've got to keep progressing. I think that's the main thing. You can't, like, ultimately, we want to be achieving promotion. I think anyone who's been around here for maybe the last 3-4 years, we want to achieve it. We've been close, but that is the goal of what this football club wants to do now, I think.
You're confident you'll do that again, despite the big boys or bigger budgets and various things?
Yeah, like I said before, I think you can sort of, it's not that kind of league where you can buy the best player in the Championship and bring them down to League Two and they're going to make you win the league. It's not that kind of league. It's sort of built on a lot of it's built on team spirit, good solid recruiting, and I think that's probably the way to go. And then, like I said, you do add your bit of talent. If we can get another Finn Azaz next year, if we can get another Ollie Cooper next year, then they're the ones that win you the game. So we'll look to do that, I'm sure.